Good morning. How are you doing, my YouTube friends and masterminds everywhere? Got a very cool video for you here today, and you can see stuff just scattered out on the cart. Probably should give you a pretty good idea of, well, at least it'll give you an idea that we're up to something. Now, this idea comes from one of our great viewers out there, Mr. Jeff Parker. Shout out to Jeff. And I'm going to put a link in his channel because this mod that I'm going to do, this card hack, is just probably one of the lesser hacks that he has done on a Husky tool cart that I think those hacks will extend over to other tool carts as well. So you should definitely go watch his channel because I'm not going to tell you any of the other ones, even if I do them myself, and I will be doing some of Jeff's mods myself beyond this one, but his better mods are left to his channel. Go see his content, and please, you know, chomp down that like button, subscribe to his channel if you want, and check out his comparison video of the Gen 1, Gen 2, and the Husky tool cart all side by side. He does it with his son William, and it's really good. There's a really funny part in there when he asks William about where William got his Gen 1 cart. It's pretty funny. He baits him pretty good, and the kid walks right into it. Anyway, good fun, great content. Go out there and check him out. And you know, if you're going to go away from me anyway, don't forget to chomp that like button. Apparently some crazy metric on YouTube, it makes a big difference. So please do that, and please consider subscribing to my channel and clicking the notification. But don't just click the notification bell. Make sure when the little menu pops up, after you click it, you click all, so that you know my community page, my new video posts, you get notifications for everything, and I would really appreciate that. That is a great reward for any content creator, is when you guys click the notifications and the like button. So if you like the content and want to pay back a little bit, please do that. Now let's get on. What is the mod? Well, oh boy. I use these a lot in my drill driver. Okay, if you've got a drill driver, and you know, especially if, you know, you're still in that land of, should I get an impact driver or not? Then, you know, you're going to use these. This is a long wobble adapter, and this one is just a short BAUER impact rated. Now, you'll remember that I made a tool hanger out of the spray can holder. The spray can holder also had like screwdriver holes in it to hold screwdriver bits and stuff. And when they're in the drawer, sometimes I keep these things in there. But if you'll remember, in another video, I modified this Husky power tool hanger to fit on the cart. I'll put a link to that video up here. So what Jeff did was he put some holes in here so that he could hang his bits in here. So I'm going to do the same thing, but we're going to take it a little bit further, and we're going to use some of our Storehouse grommets. Links and information to these parts and things are in the comments below. I'm going to use these grommets to, it kind of helps keep things from rattling around, and it gives it a nice finish to any holes you're going to drill. So what I decided to do was I grabbed my RYOBI impact bits here, and they won't drill the exact hole that I need. I'm going to drill a pilot hole, then I'm going to drill this bigger hole, and then I'm going to use my Harbor Freight step bits to ring them out until we get the right size. Now, one of the problems I'm going to have here is, yeah, this handle's going to be in the way. So we're going to get set up to drill some holes. I'm going to do it right on the cart since that's attached and nice and sturdy. We'll be right back to show you that. Stick around, everybody. I'm going riding. Okay, well, I don't think this has to be rocket science on the measurement, but I do want to keep in mind a couple of things. One of them is that there's a flange under here where this is folded under on this, and this seam right here is. So, you know, I don't think I'm going to get out of, you know, overlapping that somehow, but it is going to cause me some grief in drilling. Now, as far as, you know, where to put it, it's about 6 3/4 or 5 3/4. So that's going to be what? Half of that is going to be 2.5 plus 1/4 inch plus an 5/8, 2 5/8. Somewhere around in there, right? So, again, I'm not going to be worried too much about making it perfect. I just want to get close to it. And I want to go as much to the edge here, because if I ever have to modify this for a bigger tool, then I want to make darn sure that I have enough room here. So I'm going to go about probably, I'm guessing about a 1/4 inch, half inch maybe, almost a half inch, 3/4 of an inch. 3/4 of an inch is almost a, it's 3/4 of an inch is almost a half inch. Yeah, about a half inch from there. And using my tool, do the same thing here. And another one right up about here. Let's drill some holes. Okay, well, I couldn't find any of my cutting oil, so I'll have to use a little bit of WD-40. I'm going to start with a 5/16 inch hole, but I need a bigger one than that. I'm going by the hole size that's already on the existing screwdriver holder trays from Harbor Freight. But I'm going to start with 5/16 and then I'm going to step bit it up until I get the size I want. There we go. You know what? That one might do just fine. Let's use that one. That seems to be 2 steps. See how that works. One more step, I think, for that. Then we'll try a grommet. Back off of it a little bit to start the drill. Clean it up a little bit with a rat tail file. You dirty rat! That's way too much work. I'm just going to drill a hole in it and put my stuff in there. That's fine. Nothing wrong with that. Do it the way you want to do it. That's what this is all about, is giving you ideas like I got from Jeff's video. There we go. This grommet here is the one that seems that it's going to work really good for that. So this is what's got to fit in that hole. Okay, it took a little bit of work, you know, deburring the bottom of here with underneath of here with a file. And, you know, the flange here, as I predicted, is going to cause a little bit of problems. And then using a heat gun on the grommet will help a lot. And then just using different size shafts here to kind of work it in there. And as it turns out, you get the hole right and the grommet right forced in there, then even these are going to work in there. So let's go ahead and finish up the project without all the noise and hassle for you guys. And we'll come back and show you what it looks like when it's all done. Well, everyone, I brought you back for the finished product here. And you can see we got the rubber grommets on here. They work pretty darn good, but I tell you, that's the part you have to have the most patience with. Now, I just wanted to have a final note here, and that is that this isn't an instructional manual or a step-by-step. as Justin Dow says, and I'm sure even Jeff Parker will agree, it's a idea thing. Do it the way you want to do it and adapt and overcome, as Justin says. Because I had to come up with, a few different ideas, to get the grommets to sit right, heating them up using the rat tail file, things like that, But they are in there, and I adapted. I didn't give up. Deburring was kind of a hassle, but they did go in. And while it doesn't look like, that's the way it came from the factory, they do look pretty good. This little 1/4-inch impact, though, gave me some grief. You see, I had to put a grommet on here, but it fits on there tight, and I don't think it's going to go anywhere, and it keeps it from slipping down through one of the multi-shared holes here that I'm using. So, that is just about going to wrap it up. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share my videos. I would really appreciate a big thumbs up for this guy here. So, if you are coming up on your weekend then, make it a good one, everybody, and take care.